Ale překvapuje mě, že vlastně jakoby ona to ví a líbí se mi, že ne všechny postavy, protože to je strašný klišé, líbí se mi, že ne všechny postavy jednají ješitně a že ona tu ješitnost dokázala zahodit. Pane Petře, čau. Jen se zeptám, už jsi v bodě, kdy ti hra řekne, že se nejde vrátit? Tam někde taky jsem? Ano, jsem hned za ním. A má to teď pan Petr si krásný jako krásný odpal. Hudba dobrá, story najednou začne být hodně dramatický. Stanislav Šulský. Divorce from Nadia Mikhailovna Šulská, case file. Ty on má o nás úplně všechno, teda mluvím Fotorovi. Case of the death of Lone Shark Ivan Šimonovič Korokin, witness testimonies list of material evidence, autopsy report, relationship with the Russian aristocrat Svetlana Petrovna Armeniceva, report by a collaborator code name Pleasant. Ty vole, on věděl i o tom, že náš táta má románek s tou Petrovnou. Copies of correspondence with Nadia Mikhailovna Šulská from ty vole. I dopisy, OK. Testimonies of the Republic and ty vole. Tak jo, jel docela bomby. Thoughts hovering over the file arrange themselves in neat rows like well-trained soldier. One can feel the joy, the goal has been achieved, another man put on a leash, bound by indestructible bonds of information. He will not slip away, he will obey, he will do as he is told. Jasně, oni toho na něj hodně moc věděli a on si myslel, že tím pádem Stanislava ovládne, což se mu ale koničky do nejspíš nepodařilo. To stát policie byl divný, kdyby to neviděl. Ano. Já jsem nevěděl, že ví vlastně úplně všechno. Tak nějak čekal, že mu třeba něco unikne, ale ono ne. Tak, jdem to prohledat všechno. Ligia. To je naše Segra. Testimonies of notaries, public and their chart account regarding the business activity. Jasně. Piece of correspondences from the year. Počkej, tak to možná mají i korespondenci s náma. Reports by collaborators and spies. There's note on top of the cheese special request. Okay. Lump of fear constricts the throat and irritation obscures reason. A marriage of convenience will only happen if it's Ligia only option. She cannot be given any support. Her loved ones must be eliminated, especially her brother. What the fuck? Takže Konečkin chce Ligii a odstranit nás. Dobře. Interesantní. Hele, to je ono. Grimoire! Ty se to, že mají skvělý design. Koupil bych si nějakou sošku z 3D tisku. To jo, tyva. Je krásný design. Jako bukavač mi trochu připomíná příšeru z Witchera 3. Čete, mám Black Grimoire, co mám dělat? 1 do chatu, vzít si ho, 2 do chatu, začít číst. Jakoby Reason mi říká 1. Ano, že spěcháme. Zvědavost mi říká 2. Dobře, tak jo.
We need to go. The plan's moot.
What happened?
The god peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konyechkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Já chci dostat Jankova tam teď, no.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I have to, because he doesn't know how to whistle.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
Asi pár fightů, aby jsme vysekali Janka z prdele, ale to snad zvládneme. Ještě tady mrknem. Ochrana Archives. Co, Cuzo, budeš to ještě dohrávat, nebo na to sereš? Jak to máš ty? List of persons suspected of traumaturgy. Traumaturge from Povyšle, witness testimonies, investigation reports, jasně. Madame Samira, to byla teď tady ta. Stanislav Šulský, jasně. A Izák Sofer, jasně. Asi nie, jsem si to myslel, no. To jsem nemyslel blbě, jo, Cuzo. Možná to tak vyznělo, že se omlouvám. Ale že jsem koukal, že máš spoustu nových her, který máš rozjetý. Ligia's fotograf. Surveillance was underway and with it, precise plan was taking shape because why not? She would gain independence and relative freedom, everything she dreamed of. And as for him, he would have someone to share his home with, someone to bring some warmth and smile into his existence at life. Mozec. Konečkin interest in Ligia is not purely professional. The chief wants to separate her from her relatives and propose a marriage of convenience. I don't like it, but perhaps I could take advantage of it. To je pravda. Victor's file. How does he know about the case with the loan shark and Oborisi? The page with the detailed report from the autopsy on the loan shark's body sparkles with joy. Happiness hovers over the photographs of the body, flows over witness testimonies, and colors the list of physical convenience. Because Stanislav Shulsky will do anything to protect his unruly son. Proč? Mám pocit, že jsme zavinili omylem vlastně smrt našeho táty. No a veľa věc, kontentu jako času. Jsme dva. Myslím, že to je takhle správně, Cuzo. Konečkin uses every shred of knowledge to subjugate thaumaturges. In father's case, it wasn't his own misdeeds, but mine. Only the threat of his son's arrest prompted Stanislav Shulsky to cooperate with the ochrana. Hustý. Se mi líbí. To je cool. Upsík dupsík, no. Tyjo, to je super. A thought settled on the file, pleased with itself like a fat cat. It's satisfied with getting another officer. Not a willing cooperator, perhaps, but let's be honest. So much the better. Okay. Afterthought has attached itself to the lipstick. It's full of panic and fear like a bird whose head someone is about to twist. This is the end of freedom and independence. You are trapped. The man sitting in front of you has you in his grasp and will not let go. Ok, takže on na ní něco měl. Tím jí dostal. Proto máme teď štěstí, že jde s náma. Samras didn't volunteer to work with Konečkin, to víme. The chief forced her to cooperate and very much enjoyed his control over the fate of the thaumaturge. I should take these documents with me. Dost dobrý. Kdo tady ještě? Mě to zajímá. Tohleto mám pocit, že tady je hodně věcí, co vysvětlují zásadní story věci. Scalon's biography. To už jsme, myslím, četli mimochodem. Ajajaj, co to tady vidíme, očko? Save. Dobrý den. Bum, bum. Tak jo. Jak mi to provedem? Jo. Upírek. Upírek. To tady otevře. A my tam pak dáme takhle pěsťovku. Myslím do obchodu, snad mi toho moc neunikne. OK, krokolis. Snad ne. Dostanu hodně. Hustý. Tím ho zabiju, což je super. Takhle lek, jo. To děláme takhle, čete. Bumbác. Tak, Marku jsem dal pryč, což je super. A já teď se potřebuji hodně rychle vyhýlit. Počkejte, mrknu se, jestli to můj velem zvládne rychleji než oni. Jo, je zvládne, protože mám štígro. A jo, to už jsou trošku těžší fajty. Pojďme. Nádherný hýleček za 30 a to jsme v pohodě teda. To jsme v pohodě. Tím dostanu menší damáž. No a tady vám ukážu mého golema. Doma v komoře. No, strašně pomalej. Má dá nějakou strašnou ránu, ne? 14 a 16, dobrý, tak ten je mrtvej, ale tenhle ten... ten se takhle healuje, dobré. Tak mu dáme asi dotky. Takový zaječeníčko, bohatě stačí. Já tě, kámo, tak podotkuju, že nemáš šanci, ty vole. A bum! Je pravda, že asi kdybych teda byl dramaturg, nebo já nevím, jak se to říká v herní branži, ale prostě ten, co jim, asi tester, ten fokus, který je tady v tom fightu, tak mám pocit, že je dobrý. Ale špatně udělaný. Protože já jsem ho použil asi 2x nebo 3x během celé hry. Protože se mi jinak nevyplatí to dělat. Upřímně řečeno, díky té schopnosti číst prostředí a předměty jsou traumaturgové více zranitelný na manipulaci. Byt konečníkovem, tak tam narafičím předměty, u kterých vím, že jsem měl ten pocit a milá madam také. A traumaturg, jak to čte, tak to považuje za aktuální pravdu a zatím milá madam si zvykla a zjistila, že to pracovat pro stát je mnohem jiný. To je cool. Se mi líbí jako story. Jako zvrat, Izu. Upřímně moc dobrý. Divný, že nemůžu sem, jestli jakoby fakt teda v plánu tady moci jít sem. Počkejte, já nechci escape si tady, já nejdřív musím ještě dolů. Já jsem slíbil, že zachráním toho... Mě nedovolí ta hra? What the fuck? Možná to vězení je jinde? Uvidíme. Ona říkala, že pro něj jde, ne? Já jsem to pochopil, já myslím, že já pro něj mám mít. Děkuju, Ribonu, kolik jde. Jsem debil. Dobré, to jsem překouknul. Já myslel, já jdu napřed a ty pro něj zatím jdi. Ale moc jsem to nečet, jakoby to je moje chyba. Já jsem si tak nějak myslel, jo jasně, ona na to sere, jde a chci, abych si to teda zařídil sám a vlastně mě překvapilo, že jedná úplně opačně, než by bylo upřímně, jako... Než bych čekal. Co tady děláš?
I came here for a fight.
Finally! These night watches have been a real fucking drag. And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
Hej, to je dobrý, že jsou tady jenom 2 a bude ještě nějaká podle mě reinforcements. Tak jo. Takže nejdřív zase začneme upírkem klasickým. Otvírák. Hop. A já. Au, kurva. Enemy reinforcements on the way, ale nevím za jak dlouho, že jo? To tady nikde není vidět, OK. Takže skoro mrtvej. Ten na mě dal tu marku, OK. Tady nevím, jestli ho zabiju, což je trochu problém. Dobrý, mám štěstí. Pada napadá. A já mu potřebuju tu marku vrátit, ta marka je nebezpečná. Oni jsou na to navázaný jiný animáce, který mi umí díky tomu, když jsem namarkovaný, dávat větší damage. Takže... já označím jeho. Prostě sám pistolí označil sám sebe, je to husťák. No, to půjde do pohody. Už je v háji. Už se brání. Já to asi můžu využít nějak, ne? Dá nějakou ultimátku, která by mi... Jo, aspoň mě healne. To probodnutí jsem myslím použil úplně poprvé v té hře. Další 3, jo. OK. Ty vypadají hustěji, takže musíme na ně dávat bacha. Tenhle ten je nejvíc zranitelný. Rekrut. Attack with Lelek to disable. Reduce damage taken, jasně. A Veles to disable. OK, takže začneme tímhle. A já je asi všechny... No, přes ty dotky je to nejlepší na tyhle ty enemáky, no, já zkusím takhle. To trošku zabolí. Počkej, proč jdou ke mně jako blíž, co to dělají? Nebo považte se. Tak jo. Dostanu jednu. Pěkný. Ten je down, super. To půjde. To půjde, čete. Au. Ten mě healne. Dobrý. Jsem namarkoval, OK, tak na to musím dát bacha, to znamená, Lelek zase musí ze mě sundat. To je strašně silná záležitost mimochodem tohle. Myslím, že dokonce by neměla ta hra mít. Jdeme. To už doděláme. Upadla ti pistolka, teda puška. To jsme třeba nedělali, uvidíme, co to udělá.
Hey,
Děkuju za follow na YouTube. Možná asi on umře podle mě bohužel do té doby. Si myslím. Hongo, děkuji za follow tady. Vítám tě, děkuji moc za follow na YouTube. Na Twitchi. Už toho mám. Mrdník. A zachránila ho. Měl si pravdu, ribonukleotide.
So, have you mastered whistling?
That's how you do it.
Come on, folks.
Golem ho přitykal do země jako nějaký klíneček. Jo. Trochu jo.
Vanda, I'm so glad to see you.
What about Michal? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
To je pravda.
Move.
Andrej, jste krásné poledne tobě. A teď by kouká na nás na sraně, že jsme ho pojebali, anebo na nás kouká na sraně, ale děláme přesně to, co potřebuje. To nevíme. To nevíme.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Michal.
He is not altogether
Když tam ponožník mám vždycky ranem, to je jasný.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
Martine, děkuji za follow. Vítám tě tady taky. Čego.
Please go ahead to your rooms
Tak by Křišní
upstairs.
korporace zjistíte
I'm
víc o
joining you in
tomto
a moment.
RPGčkovém streamu.
Are you coming?
Doufám, že se vám tady bude líbit. Nově příchozím. Hongovi i Martinovi.
Yes.
Morning Gazette. Yesterday was a highly turbulent day for Praga residents. The events in front will unfold and follow. Jo, to už jsme četli. Myslím si, že třeba i když se to dubluje, tak by mi to nemělo dávat další zkušenosti, ale... Home medicine chest. Serbic thoughts hang between bundles of herbs. When something works, it works. Vidíte, čete? Tady lidi z Full Story mají evidentně rádi Bethesdu. Who cares if it comes from folk medicine or fancy lab? Outfits could also benefit from meditating. Okay. Scientific brochure. When it comes to thaumaturges passing their skills on their heirs, little research, to se tady hrozně ptali, takže to víme teď možná. Little research has been done. In this work I shall present my own hypothesis. However, the issue requires further study. For many years it has been believed that the talent of thaumaturgy is tied strictly to either the male or the female line of a given family. Okay. However, Deviations from this were far too frequent to be termed mere errors of nature. The work of Gregor Mendel may shed a bit of light on this issue, particularly his theory about dominant and recessive genes, which I refer. OK, cool. Líbí se mi, jak tady zapracovávají jako fakt reální osoby a to. Počkejte, a hudbu. No, za prvý není teda moc dlouhá a za druhý ty gymnopedie jsou 3, ne, jestli se nepletu. Agnozejných je 5, myslím. Doufám, že se nepletu. Tak by tady mělo být napsáno, jaké číslo! Dobře. A game of chess interrupted halfway through. The army standing on the board are composed of figures and arguments. The bishop of the convention beats the rook. The black pawns prepares an aesthetic ambush. The white knight gets ready for a counterattack, and so they remain locked in battle in eternal suspense, frozen in discussion, interrupted by death. To je vtipný. Čete, hraje někdo z vás jako rád šachy? Teď nemyslím jako umíte šachy, ale opravdu, že jako je aktivně vyhledáváte a když můžete, tak hrajete? Jedničky do chatu. Barbar, jo? OK. After the burial, the deceased is visited by 2 angels. They were good and devout person. God will inspire them to answer the angels' question correctly. Or if they were not devout, they will become frightened and lose their ability to speak upon seeing the angels. Here are the questions that will be asked after that and the answers that should be given. Jasně. Takže to je normálně jako... to je vtipný. Takový cheat prostě na Aláha. OK. Vláďo, ahojky. Vítám tě tady, čago. What can I tell you, my dear? Human acrimony knows no bounds, but one must believe in one's cause and actually take one step after another, however small and pathetic it may seem. Or at least that's what I've been telling myself so far. After years of fighting not so much against disease and poverty, but against prejudice and malice, I feel quite drained of strength, and I'm seriously considering the prospect of abandoning my work. The 1,000 needles stuck into my supposedly Tuscan have left festering scars. First, difficulties and refusals when I wanted to start a practice in Warsaw, after completing my studies in Zurich. Then the rejected candidacy for the Warsaw Medical Society, despite having a recommendation from Professor Hoyer. After that, there were the problems in Petersburg, miraculously interrupted by coincidence, thanks to which I became a doctor in the Sultan's harem, and finally, a cornucopia of unpleasant insinuations, which I was treated to by both the press and my fellow doctors. They say you should look for your inner strength because it is that strength that is needed most in times of darkness. However, I am sympathetic to you and your dilemmas. Do not hesitate to come and talk to me. My door is always open to you. Best regards, Anna Dabrska. Okay. The sender is Anna Tomaszewicz Dobrska, the first woman doctor to open a practice in Warsaw. She seems to have a lot of respect for Bunakovich. In the letter she calls him Falgey. Což už víme. Emir is a doctor and a Tatar Falgey who combines traditional medicine with scientific achievements. Což už víme. Okay. Starší barbarče chodí do šachového klubu a tak jsem musel začít a já, aby jsem mu mohl robit sparinga. OK, chápu. A baví tě to, jo? Neznosilo ti to. To je super. Tak 11 díl Kol času dočteno včera večer, už jenom 3 číslovka nějak vypadla. Poho. To seš hustý, Vláďo. A baví zatím. Spousta lidí říkalo, že když se dostal tak daleko, seš už dál než já, že to začíná trošičku padat tomu řetěz.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the thaumaturge Victor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, so...
Čete, jedničky do chatu věříme Samiře, 2 do chatu máme určité pochyby o Samiře. Zajímá mě váš názor. Pojďte. Vy, co tady ten story sledujete teda delší dobu. Bobby, vítám tě tady. Trojky neexistujou. Promiň. Doufám, že se máš dobře. Nemám tušení, chápu. To je jen pro ty, co koukají, no. Jasně, šach je super. Škoda, že nemám čas a buňk na to se někam posunout, ale v práci jsme už organizovali náš první společný turnaj, to je hustý. Jako zdaleka to není tak dobré jako od začátku, přijde mi to zbytečně natahované, třeba v 10. knížce se za celou knížku snad nic nestalo. Hustý. A já asi věřím.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already?
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
The noose. They won't waste time interrogating me.
Okay.
Why don't we move on from doubts to solutions?
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
Okay. Materiál dokáže být stejně kvalitní po tolika pokračováních, aniž by změnil autora? Asi jo.
Not yet. I haven't had the time.
That's understandable.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Roffe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
I'll bring him here. At least I'll try.
There's also the question of that Rasputin.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Jo, tady rozjíždíme docela bomby. OK. Akt 3. Čete. No, ale gradace ke konci se mi vlastně dost líbí.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
Mě zajímá, no.
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash. Rather, an entanglement.
Děkuji za flow na YouTube.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
Přemýšlím, jestli ona nebyla prostitutkou, protože to, jak jí oslovují madam, mi připomíná madam Deventer z Tří mušketýrů. Jo, jasně. Jako má, to nejde říct gráci, ale má nějakou, má tam něco, no. Jakoby umí používat i tyhle síly, řekněme. To zní blbě, ale víš, jak to myslím, Izu.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
I think you owe me one.
As far as I remember, you were the one who put me in the hands of Yochrana.
And then I got you out of them, alive.
Do you want the long story or the short one?
Long story. Mimochodem, celá ta věc ohledně toho Pride mi přijde jakoby nevyužitá. Já nevím, jestli kdybych převzal do sebe jakoby jiný Pride, přeci mělo být. Já mám pocit, že ta hra je fakt jako dobrá, ale nedodělaná. Jakože nemám žádný oblečení. Fakt jsem hrál hodně tu hru. Jakože jsem jí nešolichal úplně, jo. Jako navíc. A mám tam asi kolik? Asi 10 slotů? Pak tam mám na Pride, jakoby tam mám ještě další chyby, co můžu mít. A myslím, že jich tam bylo asi dalších 7, 8. Tak mazec. A díky všem přeju hezké odpoledne. Balsu, už je odpoledne. Ajajaj, krásné odpoledne i tobě.
Long. I've got time.
Quiet. So, a Jewish orphan, Sarah Rivkin, was born in the Austro-Hungarian partition. When the street decides to end her, fortune sends her help in the form of a popular psychic, Madame Samira. Samira adopts Sarah as her daughter, and they become inseparable. Madame Samira can see more than others. She's the one who made Sarah realize her thaumaturgist nature. But Madame also has enemies who can reach her in the safety of her house. Sarah knows she has to disappear if she wants to stay alive.
So you took her identity. I guess it wasn't too hard for a thaumaturge to act as a psychic.
Indeed.
To je hustý. Tak tady máme background Izu. Jo.
Thank you for opening up to me.
Zatím se nic zásadně nestalo,
I might
krokoliv.
start to like you.
Why did you decide to come here? With Madame's money, you could be anywhere.
Anywhere is neither worse nor better than here, but the gaze of Samira's assassins won't reach here.
Aha.
Scowan's shackles do, however. How did you meet him?
You'll know when you deserve to.
Were you close with Madame?
Wouldn't you be close with someone who raised you?
Believe me, it's not so obvious to me.
It was Madame who taught me how to live, not the streets. She was unique. By adopting her name, I believe I saved her in a way. This is the least I can do to repay her.
Někde někam použiju.
Let me change the subject.
Finally, how long can you pity yourself?
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldchair, but he seems to be an experienced
Felčer,
thaumaturge.
jako Felčar, ty vole,
And
ok, já
it's
jsem
not
takový
easy for
debil.
me,
Dobrý,
but
tada,
I
ping.
think I would trust him.
Rozsvítilo
Not
se
that I
mi.
have any choice.
Takže ona není ta vědma? No ona je vědma, ale ona převzala svoji identitu jakoby svý mentorky, která ji vzala z ulice. Částečně vlastně
I'll come
jako,
back later.
Sure.
jako malou už. Jenom za Rasputinem, no. To je další achievement. A, pět nahoru. Ajajaj.
Vaše dokumenty.
Vaše dokumenty. Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
What is it? Can't one take a walk anymore?
Niet. Not with that book. Documents. I won't say it again.
Ryadovoy Streatsov. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
Bude bitka.
What am I blind?
Bude, no.
I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Show Harsho. You can go. Just watch yourself.
Ha! Čete, já jsem právě dodžnul první bitku v této hře a jsme u konce té hry. Ale vidíte tu učící se křivku? Vidíte to? Akorát by mě zajímalo, po kom teda jdou. Po jiným kouzelníkovi. Finally done. Já tomu taky nevěřím, bubulaku, čau.
Who is the Tsar's army actually looking for on the streets?
Not you. A terrorist and a fugitive from the Citadel. Go now. I've got my eye on you.
Možná po ty holce jdou.
Strieltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bžecka. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Rasputin na nás čeká blízko bordelu. Well, jako kočka vedle misky s mlékem. Ano. Je doma prostě. Tak jsme tu bitku dodžli. Teraz si možná je vyvolat. Jo no. Počujte, co se tady děje. Hustý. Vypadá to fakt dobře, jakoby vizuálně. Já mám pocit, že ji rašli tu hru. Jako mám pocit, že skoro všechny hry. Když dožneš bitku, dostaneš XP, ne? Myslím, že ne. Což Laca dožnul bitku, není to nějaký bug? Tory, ahojky. Taky se divím. Asi se sveze s námi, jo. No. To tady toho je. Aha. What's going to the wine pouring from the mouth in a whisper like liquor from a bottle? Drink from it, all of you. May there and drink for all. Apostles. Rasputin. Ty král, ten to tady rozjel už, ok. Shit. Mám dostatek zkušeností. A true miracle worker. Who is Rasputin? A true miracle worker, or perhaps a charlatan? Nowadays, everyone is asking themselves this question as they observe the recent deeds of Grigory Yefimovich. He was born in Pokrovsk in an unknown year of the Lord. At the age of 19, he tied the knot and begat 4 children. Then he experienced an epiphany and began to devote himself more and more to God's service. It's said that he lived as a hermit, wandering from village to village, curing people of all kinds of ailments. After years of wandering, he became known as the monk who reaches people's hearts. He went to St. Petersburg, where his chasteness and sincerity of faith were not well received. More and more rumors were repeated about him, saying what a great hypocrite he originally was. He was supposed to passionately indulge in debauchery rather than prayer. In the end, he was chased out of St. Petersburg and all traces of him disappeared until now. Ok, takže on je hledaný. Petrohradu. Tam byl tell what the mystic is planning to get out of this. Ok.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
Jsem si jist, že ten chleb bude mít nějaké reference na apoštoly a jednu napovědnou pařbu. Ano. Jsem si taky jist.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadazhinskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course. And the brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth and stand with me despite adversity. Bless you.
Stůl opozice, Rasputin a podobnost s jednou slavnou freskou je určitě náhodná. Ne, celá ta hra je plná narážek, samozřejmě tohle je úplně jasný, ale některé narážky mi utíkají, vím to a vlastně mě to trochu líto. Že vlastně až si jako říkám, kolik narážek jsem nechytil během toho. Hlavně na historických teda.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
That will do.
Dobrý bomby jede.
Will you join us now?
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are? You did not know the answer then, but now you must make a decision. Soon, I'll be able to give you anything you want. That is enough for me.
Ty víš, jakého apoštola zastupujeme, že jo? Vzhledem k předchozím událostem. Nevím. Pojď, Izu. Až takhle, jako se ti přiznám, že vzdělaný nejsem. Že bych ti řekl hned podle našich, co my děláme, jakýho apoštola představujeme. Doufám, že ne toho, co přinese konec světa.
Can we talk now?
Your serious matter, of course.
I was approached by certain people. They want my help in reviving one of my father's concepts.
What is it that you expect from me? Should I be afraid of something?
Jo, jasně. Díky. To je cool. Vlastně vám trošku závidím, že na to máte víc... Možná bych měl zpomalit a nad tím letím vlastně vždycky dumat. Děkuju, Krokolis a Izu. Děkuju. To je cool. Mám pocit, že to je scenaristicky lepší než gameplayově. Ano. Už mi to docvaklo, děkuju. Díky tobě a Krokolis jako dohromady. To je cool. Jakože tam ty narážky najídáš, to je fakt super. Já ten název hry pořád čtu jako Trautenberg. On totiž tak trošku vypadá.
This is goodbye for us, Grigori. We've had our moments, but now I want to go my own way. We have different visions for the future. I will work on accomplishing mine with other thaumaturges.
Thank you for your honesty. I have been very eager to eat this Passover meal with you before my suffering begins. Wait a minute, my friend. I will be with you shortly. I still want to show you something before you leave for good. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Mazec.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I've got you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you thaumaturges are crazy.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Cozy.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. me in an early grave.
A ta nekecal, ty vole. Prostě.
This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering why you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court?
Okay.
Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, she was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know.
To je zone, jo. Jinak fun fact, při šíření evangelia narazili misionáři v Papui Nové Guineji na drobný problém. Jeden z tamnějších kmenů považoval stivost za velmi dobrou vlastnost a tedy jim bylo těžké vysvětlit, že hrdinou Nového zákona je Ježíš a nejdáš. To je vtipný. Tak dobrý.
Is that really what you think? Or are you just running from regret over old relationships? Soon you will be left alone again. And in time, no one will remember you.
Budu trošku roleplayovat sebe a chtěl bych zaškrtnout tohle, čete. Já. Zatím bohužel jsem tady ještě, no. A makám na tom.
Does loneliness scare you? Is there even a recipe for getting to know someone enough to never feel lonely? Go on.
Jsem nevěděl. OK, jsem si to všechno dal na 5. Ta hra mi nikdy neřekla, že mám. Asi jsem to měl udělat, no, to je moje chyba v gameplay. Že jsem měl si jednu nabustit víc.
I'm not finished.
It's all right. We have all the time in the universe. You're a thaumaturge, as was your father, your grandfather, and your great-grandmother. You've always thought of yourself as better than others because of that. The defendant admits to his own pride.
My power also reminds me daily of the disappointment I felt after you disposed of me instead of protecting me.
Rubbish. I always understood you and did everything to protect us, at any cost. You're a fool if you still don't understand. Have you come down a peg now, because you know that your prank cost your father his cooperation with the Ohrana? Is that